It's Monday, so you know what that means. What's up, guys? It's Jay, Mass Movement. I just want to do my typical Monday video to show you guys everything that I sold this last week and everything that I was able to find at Goodwill today. I had another really good day hitting Goodwill. I made 2 stops, and I really thought it was going to be washed. I didn't really think there was going to be anything to get, but once again, was very fortunate and found a lot of really cool resellable stuff. So first of all, let me show you everything that I sold this week. So I sold this Madball sticker. This is from when Look My Way came out. I have a stack of these, and I've got a ridiculous sticker collection just from hoarding stickers from years ago, going to shows and going to record stores and things like that. And it just got to a point where stuff's got to go. So I thought I'd reduce my collection, reduce these stacks by like 2/3. So I listed 2/3 of what I had. And I've sold a few of these. I haven't sold a ton. I'm actually shocked because I thought these would sell like crazy, but they haven't really sold that fast. But a guy sent me an offer. Actually, I did an experiment this week with my eBay store on Friday for the whole weekend. I put everything that had been up for a week was discounted by 10%, and everything that had been up longer than a week was discounted by 20%. And I ran that sale all weekend. I actually saw another guy, a reseller who, according to him, who knows, he could be lying, but he's been doing this for a lot longer, and he's got a lot more experience, and he said he does that, and it really helps him to generate sales over the weekend, and then also to generate sales moving into the week, because he gets a lot of people looking and following his auctions, or his buy it nows and stuff. And then he puts, he does discounts on Monday and Tuesday. It did okay. It didn't do great. I think he's got a lot higher dollar items than I do. So I will still do it. I'm going to still do it. I'll probably do it every weekend because it did work somewhat. I think I'm still trying to really get active in that eBay algorithm. I post at least one thing every day. I don't really know if that's enough, but I'm still kind of building up a stock of items so I can post multiple things. And it's going okay, but I think it will help to generate sales. I think it helped me a little bit. So I did sell this. I sold these Nike free runs. If you saw in a video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, I had another pair of these. I bought them the same day, probably from the same person. They're both size 11. They're both in like similar condition, pretty good shape. So I bought these for $7.99 and I sold them for $24. The guy shot me an offer. I had them up at I think at $30. He shot me an offer at $24. So I took it. Not a huge profit, but they sold. So, and they didn't sit for very long. They sold relatively quickly. I have this Nintendo Switch charger. I sold this for $25. This came out of a unit. I actually sold the Switch. There was a Switch in there, and there was a box of all kinds of stuff, and I didn't realize I had the Switch charger until I'd already sold the Switch itself. So I had the Switch and the plug for it, and I sold that for $25. And these plugs, if ever you actually find these plugs, I think I sold one last week. I think I said the same thing. If you find these plugs are worth $10 to $12, and they usually sell them for $1 to $2. They're easy to sell. They sell really fast. This Nintendo charger, this size one, but that's a really easy thing to resell. So $25 for this. I sold this dark sport shirt. I like dark a lot. I've got a pair of their shorts that I wear to the gym, and I found this at Goodwill. So it's cool, but it's just kind of plain, so I wasn't going to keep it. $2.99 for this, and it sold for $25. I actually got the offer on this today. I had it listed at $35. The guy shot me an offer at $20. I came back at $25, and he accepted it. So $2.99 into $25. Then, again, out of my personal collection, I did a lot of 3 DTN shirts. And so I got this white one, and then also have the black one of the same design. And this Life Won the James shirt. This one's a little dingy. It probably could use a good oxy, but nice picture of David jumping into the river. So I sold these for 16, less than I wanted to sell them for, but they had been up for a little bit. I wanted to get them moving. I had them listed at 24. They got discounted because of the sale I ran, and the guy shot me an offer that was actually less than what they were listed for. But I still wanted to just get them sold, so I accepted the offer. 16 bucks for 3 D10 shirts. Not too bad. You know, I felt like this should have gone for more, but got to get it moving. All right, this Longaberger basket, I bought this for $2.99. Baskets at Goodwill are always $2.99, at least for the time being. These Longaberger baskets, Longaberger is a company that's out of business. They were based out of Ohio. All the baskets are handmade. They're one of those things that kind of, once you get an eye for them, they get pretty easy to spot. When you see one, you know one. This one's got a little flaw right here. As you can see, that little piece should be nailed down, and the nail has come out. But it's sold regardless. You can see it says Longaberger, and these always have the initials of the person who made them and the date. And this is actually from 1985. So this is a vintage basket. It is really nicely made. I mean, these are really, really nice baskets. You know, if you care about that kind of thing. I can imagine what people are saying about me right now as I'm commenting on how nice a basket is. But regardless, it is a nice made in USA basket. And I bought it for $2.99 and I sold it for $40. So suck it if you don't like that, okay? I made 9 times the profit on this basket, and that is really good. It's big. It's kind of a pain to store, but I had this less than a month. These big Longaberger baskets are easy to sell. Easy. This is the second one I've sold this year. Second big one that I've sold this year. Okay, so real quick. This week, I also sold on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to try to put little images of the listings up in here if I can if I can figure out how to do it again. We'll see. But I'm going to try to put like little images up here so you can see what I sold. I sold a DeWalt job site radio that was actually mine, and I had it for, gosh, over 15 years. But I just didn't use it anymore. It sat in the shed. So I sold that for $45. I sold a computer monitor, a nice HP monitor that I got out of a storage unit almost 2 years ago and had just been kind of sitting on. I needed a power cord for it, so I ordered the power cord, got it. I sold that for $75. That was easy. And I sold last night. I got an order for a NASCAR Matt Kenseth shirt that I bought from Goodwill. I've had it forever. It took forever to sell it. I thought the NASCAR stuff would sell. The comps on it were good. I did sell it for $25, but I've had it for so long. So anyway, so sold that, and that sold for $25. But I have to ship it because somebody did it. They ordered it through Marketplace. So Facebook takes a small percentage. I think I'm going to end up getting a little over $21 for that. So it's not bad. 75, 45, and 21. You guys do the math. I'm not going to do it. So anyway, so sold that. I got to ship that out. And then I also have my antique booth at Oddballs. If you're in Richmond, or if you come through Richmond, Oddballs is probably one of the bigger antique malls in the city. It for sure is. And it's one of the ones that's not so bougie. You know, a lot of times you go to these things and the stuff is just way too high end. This has a nice mix of stuff. There's a million things. There's just stuff all over the place. Anything you can imagine is probably in there. So I have my booth there. I got set up on the 1st, which was Saturday. I had a couple small sales out of there on Saturday, and then I had some sales out of there on Sunday, which is yesterday. So in total, for the weekend, I sold $65. Now, before I can even start making money there each month, I have to make $140 to pay the booth rent. So I've still got about halfway to go on my booth rent, but it's the 3rd. You know, I've got 25 days left to, at the bare minimum, make the booth rent. So, so that so far looks good. I'm stocking it with all kinds of things. You know, it's just a real a mishmash of just anything you can imagine. But it's cool. It's definitely something different. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I was on the waiting list to get in there for over a year. So we will see how it goes, and I will keep you guys updated with how that goes as we go along. Okay, now for the good stuff. What I bought today. I did 2 stops, went to 2 different Goodwills. Actually, there were 2 out of the 3 I went to last week, so I really thought I was not going to have much luck. I figured they'd be kind of dry, but I was wrong. And let me show you what I found. First of all, I found these Lululemon sneakers. Hardly any wear on those. They're in really good shape. They need a little light cleaning, but they look pretty good. These were $7.99, so $8.34 with tax. $50 easy on these. $50, and I'm pretty confident they'll sell pretty fast. I found Chasing Cheeky, little kids game. It's got a little damage to the box, but you know, whoever buys it, the point is going to be to take it out of the box and play with it. So this was $2.99, and these are selling on eBay all day for anywhere from $20 to $25. One just sold, I think, as recently as yesterday or the day before. So that's a no-brainer. That's going to be really easy. $2.99 into $20. I got these Air Max React in really good shape. Bubbles are intact. They look good. These are from 2019, so technically they're 6 years old, and they look pretty good. They need a little light cleaning. They need to be just washed, and they'll be good to post. I didn't even look at comps on these because I felt so confident that they would do well. I just went ahead and bought them. Again, $7.99. All the sneakers you see today would be $7.99 plus tax. You know, I'm confident. On the low end, when I did my estimation, I think I said $50 for these. So I'm confident I'll get $50 or more for these. These Air Max Reacts were so popular. Everybody loved these. And I don't really remember ever seeing this colorway. So I found these Huaraches, and they're in really good shape. They're in really good shape. They got a little bit of light wear. They just need to be washed. And these, actually, so a brand new pair of these, this colorway, goes for $160 on eBay, pretty sure. So I'm going to ask $80 for these because they're in super good shape, and I'm confident these will go for $80, $7.99. I found, this was actually the last thing that I found. I was in a rush. I had to go meet my wife and some other people. So I was running out the door, and on my way out, I saw this. The neon green caught my eye because it looked like an Air Max 95, and I really liked it. I picked it up. I just wanted to check it to see what this company is, and it's a golf hat. And of course, when I Google Lensed it, it came up with comps for it, and the comps on it are $12 to $15. $1.99 hat that I was going to keep for myself. I've got so many hats. I don't know if I'll keep it or not. Now that I see it's $12, $15, I may end up selling it. But I do like this. I think it's cool. I don't play golf, but I do think it's a cool hat. So $1.99 into anywhere from $12 to $15. Okay, now, as you saw a little earlier, this is such a cool piece. Mallard phone. Oh, there we go. See? Mallard phone. I can't believe a bunch of people just walked past this. And there were people there. They were doing the same thing I was doing. They were looking for stuff to sell. They walked right past this. These kind of like gimmick phones, if it's a duck or a crayon, or I'm trying to think of football or any of the basketball or baseball phones, these all sell for money. Easy. These are easy. These things, I know at least 1 or 2 of these sold within the last couple of days on eBay. I don't know if it works. We do have a landline at our house, so I'll be able to plug it in and see if it works. I got all the cables, so I'm ready to rock. And if it works, it will go for well over $50. If it doesn't work, I think I saw non-working ones still selling for $35. So this was $3.99. $3.99. I couldn't pass it up. This thing is just too cool. It's in really good shape too. So then I got this pool float, giant duck. This was $2.99. I'll probably have to sit on this for a little bit just until it warms up. You know, we're just in February. So once spring and summer hits, people always want these pool floats. I've sold them in the past. They sell pretty easy, especially if you sell them kind of cheap. This brand new, I think, is $30. So I'll ask anywhere from $15 to $20 for this, but this was $2.99. So I'm going to do 5 times the money at the bare minimum on that. Anywhere from 5 to 7 times what I paid for it. All right. This one, someone I know, if they watch this video, I know they're going to hit me up and say they want this. And I may sell it to them if I don't keep it for myself. I really like this, but it's an Ole Miss hat. It says Rebels on the other side. I'm sure super controversial nowadays, but this old sports memorabilia stuff is really cool. And this is a really nice hat. Really cool piece. This was $1.99. If they want it, I'll sell it to them, and if not, I'm sure I can sell it anywhere from $10 to $12. At least $10 to $12. All right, I got Furby. I don't know if he works. I got to put batteries in him and see. But if he works, these Furbies are pretty collectible. You know, he's clean. He's not banged up. Everything seems to work. You know, his little mouth opens. So I got to put batteries in him. So I don't even know. I didn't even check comps because I saw it was $2.99, and I'll spend $2.99 on something all day. If he doesn't work, I'll pitch him, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with him. Probably just throw him away. But $2.99. If he works, I'm confident he will at least get $25 because people they love these little Furbies. They do sell. And I got, this is a Bombay Company Nutcracker. Has never been out of the box. It's practically brand new. Bombay Company went out of business a few years ago. They made really nice home furnishings. My mom had a bunch of stuff from them. I bought one of these Bombay Company Nutcrackers a couple of years ago, and it had actually been out of the box. You could tell it was all loose, and I sold it for $40. This one has never been out of the box. It's from 2005, and it's a musical one. I am really confident that's going to be $50 easily. Probably might have to sit on it until fall, winter, because this Christmas stuff just sells better as we get closer to Christmas, obviously. But it was $5.99. It's going to be an easy sell. Just may have to hang on to it, but it might sell before that. You never know. It's in such good shape. It looks really cool. Like I said, never been used. And this Bombay Company stuff is pretty collectible if it's in good shape. And they made all kinds of things. All right. Pair of Columbia swimming trunks, brand new with the tag. Price tag is on there for $30. These were $4.99. Even if I don't sell them, I didn't even look up. I didn't even check to see what the comps were on these because they're my size. So worst case scenario, I'll just keep them. I'm pretty confident that if I do sell them, they'll go for $15 to $20. So anyway, easy one. $4.99. And if they sell for $15, that's not a great profit. If they're only $15, like I said, I'll just keep them. Last two things. Found this. It's a little hard to see where the lighting is. There we go. It's still kind of hard to see. It's a polo. So this is a polo fleece, and it's vintage. The zipper is, there we go. Nice. And got the little Polar Tech tag there. So got the little pocket on the sleeve. I actually had one of these polo It was a Polo Sport, Polar Tech hoodie. I had that thing for years, and I finally sold it a couple years ago because I just didn't wear it as much. I regret it. I should have kept it. It was the same color red. That thing was so sick. But I found this. This was $6.99 plus tax. And again, I found some things that were similar. I didn't find this exact one. I'm confident that this will go for 50 bucks. Easy. And the last thing is this. I'll show you the back. You can see the back tag. Pen is fishing. They make fishing gear. So there's a little pen tag. So this is like what you call it? Sunscreen kind of shirt you wear when you fish. Real light material. Pen, you know, all they do is they make fishing stuff. So this will sell so easy in the spring or summer. It's size extra large, and I know this is going to sell. This go for 35 to 40, and it was $6.99. So no brainer on that one. It's in super good shape. It looks like it's hardly been worn. I'll throw it in the wash real quick and get it listed up, and I'm sure that will sell really fast. So that's everything that I picked up today. Oh, there's one last piece. Sorry. I got this. So this with the remote. It's Imaginext Batmobile. I don't know if it works or not. I got to put batteries in it again. This was $2.99 for both pieces, the remote and the car. This Imaginext stuff is so weird. Sometimes it's really collectible and sometimes it's not. The prices are all over the place and it really just depends on the piece. But what I found is that this little remote, if it works, the remote sells for $20. So the remote with the car, if the car works, then obviously it's going to be greater than $20. Again, $2.99. This thing is big and bulky. Hopefully it will sell kind of quick. That's the big problem is these things they're kind of big and get in the way. But, you know, $2.99, potentially more than 20 bucks. Worst case scenario, if I find out it works, I don't want to keep this. I'll just pitch it and sell the remote. The remote's little. I can throw that in a box and get it out of the way. But in all likelihood, I'll keep the car until it sells because I'm going to try to get the most money out of it. Okay, so that's everything I got today. Not a bad haul. And I've got my cheat sheet here because I actually did the math, wrote everything down, all my estimations, and then I did the math and I did it with my calculator on my phone because I got a lot of jokes about my math last week. And look, I'm terrible at math, no argument. And so I totaled up everything that I bought today. I think on the conservative end, it will come out to $450 once it's all sold. Again, I spent 78 bucks, and that leaves me with $372 in profit. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So, again, pretty good Monday. Not a bad little week. And it's slowly starting to pick up. You know, I made a little bit more this week than I made last week because I was doing, you know, the multiple, I was cross-posting and doing the multiple revenue streams and things like that. So it's starting to pick up. And I'm out here. And I'm looking. And I'm digging. So my video from last week, if you're still watching, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who watched that video, considering I haven't done jack in the last, I don't know how long. That was one of my most watched videos. So thank you very much. I got a lot of new subscribers. Well, a lot. I think I got maybe 10 in the last week, but that's really cool for me. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. And please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and thank you guys. I'll see you next week. Peace.